Welcome back. So I was going to wait until tomorrow to make a video about this particular auction win, but I've had a lot of interest from those wanting to purchase some of the autographs in here. Now, this is a rather unusual purchase for me because I usually don't buy high-end signatures. I stick to what I collect, which is Greenberg and other Jewish players. Now, they can get pricey, Berg in particular, but not this pricey. So this was a random auction house out of California. And again, not the usual sites I would go on to find items such as this, but I happened to stumble across it. And I put an initial bid in, and then the day of, the auction went live. And I entered the live bidding. And I kept hitting that button for new bid, new bid, new bid. And it went higher than I expected. But still a heck of a deal. Because one autograph in here, and I've already received offers even though I've only had this in my hands for 2 hours. But one auto would cover this entire purchase, this whole autograph album. And unfortunately, that is the reality of what I'm going to probably have to do. Is I'm probably going to break up this album, as great as it is, so I can keep the 2 autos I want for free, and then plus maybe make a few dollars more. And a lot of us do this same thing. It's a historic piece in the sense it does tell a story of a particular time, but reality is reality, and the best way to collect is to have your collection be self-sustaining. And this is what I was hoping to do with this purchase, and it is coming to fruition. So let's get into the book. So it's an old autograph book from the 1930s. And the first thing in here is a little index card of yearly award winners for American League. So these are all MVP winners. So we go through the list. Some huge names on here. And then obviously they had a little notation, Dream Book, separate book, not received. Unfortunately, the Babe Ruth is in a separate book. So let's get into the first auto. So you can see on the list, MVP, American League 1922, George Sisler. It'll take me a little bit to flip through some of these pages, but... And this is kind of an auto and a scrapbook. Now, there's nothing on the backs of the signature pages, which is absolutely amazing. They do have all the period articles for each player. And this is the big boy. And this one is actually the only one in the whole book that came with a PSA cert. So this one signature is certified by PSA, is authentic. But Walter Big Train Johnson, MVP 1924. And this one signature can basically pay for this entire book, allowing me to keep a couple signatures. And flipping through, there's pictures, there's articles, again, of the time. really is a snapshot of the time when this was put together. And amazingly, the binding on this is very secure. And then here we have Roger Peckinpah, who won the MVP the following year, 1925, also with the Senators. And then we have Mickey Cochran for the Detroit Tigers, obviously after he took over as player manager of the Tigers. There's actually two signatures of Cochran. There's some great articles in here. The amazing thing is, even there's a little flap on the bottom of newspaper, and even that's not brittle. Just really impressive with this particular book. And next we have Lou Fonseca. Manager of the White Sox, and who probably should have gotten the 29 MVP with the Indians, but there was not an MVP given that year in the American League. And then here's really why I bought this. So you have one Hank Greenberg signature. This is 1937, approximately, signature. Because we can really see that is on the little list that was included. It wrongly puts Greenberg as the MVP in 37, even though Gehringer got it. But he was the MVP in 35. So, likely a 37 signature on here, and another one to King Kelly with best wishes, Hank Greenberg. Article from 1935, which also makes me think that the signature is actually 35 because the article is included immediately after. Cochran was the MVP in 34, and then Greenberg in 35. And then Gehringer was named Most Valuable Player in 37. And then we get to the end of the book. So that is the absolutely amazing album I was able to find, basically, of MVP winners from the American League from 22 with George Sisler, 24 with Walter Johnson, 25 with Roger Peckinpah. We have 28 and 34 when Mickey Cochran won, which I'm guessing is why he has two signatures in there. Lou Fonseca, who should have gotten in 29 but did not. And then Hank Greenberg, who got in 35, and the error for this particular collector, they had him in 37. So there's two Greenberg signatures in here. So it really is a amazing both autograph book and scrapbook, because you can actually read all the newspaper articles. They're all in great shape. The book itself is in great shape. It's been cared for well. It's not dried out. It's not brittle. It just really is an amazing piece. And I was very lucky to get it. Even though I kept bidding time and again, it still was under a number that allowed me to play it very, very safe. So again, I already have offers on individual autographs, which is unfortunately what's probably going to happen with this particular book. If I had the means to hold on to it as one object, as one historical object of baseball, I would, but I do not have those means. There's many other Greenberg autos and items and PC and general stuff that I would like to pick up, that I'd like to put some money back into the collection. And let's be honest, this is an opportunity to get two 1930s Hank Greenberg autographs for free. So unfortunately, that's what we're going to have to do. Unless, of course, someone just blows me out of the water and wants to buy the whole book, then I have to listen to them. Because there are other autos out there. Maybe a while before I find autos of this vintage for Hank, but they are out there. And so if that opportunity arises, I may have to grasp it. So that is the auction win. Just one lot, but it was a big one that I have for you this time around. And until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this community. So find your way of participating. Whether it's making videos, watching, commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.